Trump to prioritize peace agreement. Zelensky to visit D.C. Donald Trump has said he would prefer a permanent peace agreement to end the Russia-Ukraine war over a temporary ceasefire. Writing on Truth Social after leaving a meeting with Russian leader Vladimir Putin in Alaska without reaching any deal, the U.S. president said that ceasefires oftentimes do not hold up. Trump had earlier said that great progress was made during the meeting, but we didn't get there when it came to a deal. On his flight back to Washington, he held a call with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who later said he would travel to Washington, D.C. on Monday. Trump said it had been a great and very successful day in Alaska after arriving back in Washington. He added that the meeting with Putin had gone very well, as had phone calls with Zelensky, European leaders, and NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte. It was determined by all that the best way to end the horrific war between Russia and Ukraine is to go directly to a peace agreement, which would end the war, and not a mere ceasefire agreement, which oftentimes do not hold up, he wrote. If all works out with Zelensky on Monday, we will then schedule a meeting with President Putin, Trump added. Zelensky said that a real peace must be achieved, one that will be lasting, not just another pause between Russian invasions. Putin and Trump's arrival at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Anchorage was carefully choreographed. The Russian president, who is facing an International Criminal Court arrest warrant for alleged war crimes in Ukraine, stepped off his jet and onto a red carpet to be warmly received by Trump. Over the roar of a B-2 bomber overhead, the two leaders posed for photos before climbing in Trump's presidential vehicle, known as the Beast. But despite the pageantry and public shows of geniality, as well as the Kremlin's earlier estimate that the meeting could last 6 or 7 hours, Trump and Putin emerged less than 3 hours later with just a joint statement to the press. Putin said that, in order to make a settlement lasting and long-term, we need to eliminate the root causes of the conflict in Ukraine. The phrasing indicated that Putin has not budged from his long-standing position that Ukraine should withdraw from 4 regions partially occupied by Russia, Donetsk, Luhansk, Kherson, and Zaporizhia, and give up its efforts to join NATO. Zelensky has ruled out ceding territory, saying it would embolden Russia to invade again in the future, as it had in 2022, 8 years after illegally annexing Crimea. Putin also urged Ukrainians and Europeans to not throw a wrench into the peace process. Trump remained silent as his guest spent about 8 minutes addressing the media. After being given the floor, the U.S. president said he had a fantastic relationship with President Putin. Vladimir, even though many points were agreed, he said, a few remain, adding that one is the most significant without specifying. Neither took questions. The two also did not attend the planned bilateral working lunch that was set to follow the talks.